Hey guys, it's Olivia. Welcome back to my channel. I want to start off by apologizing for nearly no video in over a month. I've been very busy, and this past week has been my church's camp, so it's just been like all week. Before I start this video, I want to give my dearest condolences and my full heart out to the Boyce family and the entire cast and crew of the Disney Descendants films. If you are unaware of what has happened, Disney Channel star Cameron Boyce, best known for his role on Disney Channel's Jessie and the Disney Descendants films, has passed away at the age of 20 early this week. I grew up watching Disney Channel, therefore I used to watch Jessie from time to time, and once the Descendants films hit, I just fell deeply in love with those. I ask you guys at this time to pray for Cameron's family, the entire cast of Descendants, most importantly, Kenny Ortega, Dove Cameron, Sophia Carson, and Boo Boo Stewart. Finally, please keep myself and the rest of the Descendants fandom in your hearts at this time as we say goodbye to a very wonderful young man. So today we are discussing a freaking gigantic topic, and I'm sure you guys can be excited because you can see I've got my Disney ears on. I have considered making this video for quite some time, and I'm so happy I'm finally doing it. I've had so many thoughts over time, I'm happy I'm making a separate video about this finally. Today we are going to be full-on discussing Disney live actions. The castings, the controversies, all of it. Let's start way back in 2010 when Tim Burton released the live action version of one of my favorite Disney films of all time, Alice in Wonderland. There was absolutely no controversy with the casting choices, which was good. Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, Anne Hathaway, Crispin Glover, and at the time, newcomer Mia Wasikowska. Not bad at all. This film, however, I would say is set nearly 10 years after Alice's childhood, 10 years after the original animated film was done. The film follows Alice's return to Wonderland as she reunites with all the beloved characters and discovers she must slay the Red Queen's vicious Jabberwocky in order to save Wonderland, or as the residents call it, Underland. A lot of fans did grow to dislike the film, which I really don't know why. I'm someone who tends to enjoy movies that everybody else hates, so maybe that was the case. I don't really know what happened. Moving on to 2014's Maleficent. Gosh, this movie. The announcement for the 2014 retelling of Maleficent had me extremely excited. If you're new to my channel, Maleficent is my favorite Disney villain, so I was extremely excited for this film. Angelina Jolie was set to portray Maleficent, which I thought, great choice, she's a great actress. Elle Fanning was set to portray Aurora, and I was excited for that until I heard her English accent. Brenton Thwaites, Juno Temple, and Imelda Staunton, bound for success. The first two times I watched the film, no doubt I absolutely loved it. As time went by and I slowly watched it a few more times, I slowly started to realize how big of a piece of crap this film actually is. Which leads me to the final thought of why I decided to do a trailer time for the upcoming sequel. Next is Cinderella. Cinderella is another one of my favorites of all time, as you can clearly see. There she is, Cinderella. I watched the trailer and was extremely excited for this film. I watched the film in the theater and cried, especially the part where Cinderella gets her blue dress. If you haven't seen the film, I would highly recommend you watch it. It's so good. Lily James left the hit series Downton Abbey to play Cinderella. Richard Madden played the prince, Haley Atwell as one of the stepsisters, and Cate Blanchett for the stepmother, as well as Helena Bonham Carter as the fairy godmother. In my opinion, fantastic casting, beautiful film. My only question is, why don't I have this on DVD yet? There of course was controversy with Lily's blue dress for the film. She did have to wear a real, very tightly waisted corset, and Cate Blanchett said in an interview she could barely breathe in that thing, and they had to do a hard lift in the dancing scene, and it was just very hard. Overall, Cinderella was a success. Moving on to The Jungle Book. The original animation, I'm not a fan of. It just feels so long and I just seem to never enjoy it. The live action, however, I don't know why, but I absolutely loved it. It continuously amazes me what CGI can do, honestly. Sorry if I'm wrong, but I do believe that The Jungle Book, the live action, was the first film for Disney to have completely CGI animals. I'm pretty sure. I was in pure shock with how realistic the characters looked. Well done, Disney. Well done. Adding on to Alice with the sequel, Alice Through the Looking Glass, which is essentially telling the second part of the classic story. As I said, I loved the first film and was really excited to see what they were going to do with the second half of the story. I am saddened to say I did not enjoy the sequel. Oh my gosh, is it so different from the 2010 original film. I saw the film in theaters and you can tell there was like a big change between the way films were made in 2010 versus 2016, which is when the sequel came out. You can easily tell that the sequel is shot so differently compared to the first one. Different camera, everything is so freaking clear and in focus, it's kind of creepy. Moving on to Beauty and the Beast. This film released in 2017 and oh my freaking gosh, the bloody controversy with Belle's dress. Emma Watson is well known to be a feminist, so she did not believe that it was basically right to wear a corset. This literally set fans into madness as her dress wasn't even as puffy as it really should have been since she's playing a princess. Like, come on, Emma. I'm not a fan of the story itself, so I don't care. I literally only own the live action movie because it stars Emma Watson. That's it. Apart from that, I don't care about Beauty and the Beast. There was, of course, some controversy as well with, the Beast and how he would look CGI-wise. Didn't look bad, but he could have looked better. Continuing with 2018's Christopher Robin. I saw this movie in the theater and it was freaking adorable. This film is a live action retelling of Winnie the Pooh. Oh my freaking god. So cute. There was of course slight controversy with how Pooh looked CGI wise, but it made sense to me because he's aged, he's older. The stuffed animals aged. It made sense the way where the film was set and everything. It is set like when Christopher Robin is all grown up and he has children of his own. So it made sense that Pooh looks a lot more ragged and everything, but people still didn't like that for some reason. Next is this year's Dumbo. Dumbo came out, I think, March of this year. And of course there was controversy with, how Dumbo would look CGI-wise and everything, and oh my god, he was so cute! I haven't seen the film still. I know I'm horrible, but oh, he looked so cute in the trailers. Oh my god. Finally coming up to the most recent 2019 release, which is Disney's live-action Aladdin. Right off the bat, there was so much controversy with Will Smith as the genie and whether or not he was going to be blue. There was a magazine that came out and he was like in human form with the vest. You're like, oh, he's not gonna be blue. He's like, don't worry, I'm gonna be blue. And I'm like, even I thought like, okay, he's gonna be blue. Like, there's no question to that. Of course, they're gonna make him blue. I've not seen the new Aladdin. I know I'm bad. I personally had fears for Naomi Scott as Jasmine. Oh my. The last thing I saw this actress in was way back when Disney Channel premiered Lemonade Mouth, and she was one of the characters. I don't even remember her name in the movie, but she was the girl with the long brown hair. Nobody would remember who she was in Lemonade Mouth, and now all of a sudden she is Jasmine. I watched the musical numbers for Prince Ali and Speechless. Prince Ali was not bad, but it was definitely slower than the original, and that bugged me. Speechless, however, I pretty much gained the same bloody opinion as everyone else. It felt like a music video that just got spat into the movie. And I haven't even seen the movie. I just saw that clip. And she's walking with guards. Suddenly the guards disappear and she starts singing a song. We have The Lion King that's literally coming out this Friday. Am I gonna go see it in theaters? No, because I don't want to spend that money. Will I be seeing it? Yeah, because my sister loves The Lion King, and I think it's one of the best Disney movies in the world. I love it. So I think it's really, really cute. It's not one of my all-time favorites, but I'm gonna go see it, and I'm really, really, really excited. I saw the trailers, and like I said, Disney continues to impress me with CGI. We have another one of my favorites of all time, Disney's Lady and the Tramp. Releasing apparently November 12th of this year, which is a bit frightening to me because Frozen 2 is also coming out in November. That's bad on Disney's part because that definitely means Frozen's probably gonna do good. Lady and the Tramp, not so much, but that's what happens when you release two movies in the same month and one happens to be already be a huge success. So we'll see what happens. I have been extremely excited for this remake. The original film was my first Disney film as a baby, and in general my first film as a baby, so I'm really excited to see basically my childhood come to life. I already know the CGI is going to be phenomenal, and I actually question how they're going to do this because you don't see the faces of the human characters, and it's like The Lion King. It's completely animals, so this is going to be exciting. I literally cannot wait to do a trailer time for that movie. Next is the live action Mulan. Set to release next year on March 27th. Am I excited for the new Mulan? Not really. Mulan is one of my least favorites, honestly, and I've heard like rumors that there's gonna be no singing, no dancing, and there's gonna be no Mushu. So why make Mulan if you're not gonna have any of the original material? We have Cruella coming out next year. I'm not a huge fan of the original 101 Dalmatians. However, I am excited for this film, particularly due to Emma Stone portraying Cruella. We have The Sword in the Stone with no release date right now. I actually haven't seen the original animated film, so I've got some work to do. There is a live action Pinocchio. I could care less for the original. It doesn't even need to be a Disney movie because it's not appropriate for children in my opinion. Pinocchio has a ton of mature themes that really shouldn't be in a Disney film. I have no intention to review that one at all. I might just watch the trailer nonchalantly, but like, no. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, wow, that was bad, is also getting a live action remake. Damn you, Disney. Both these films have mature themes, extremely mature themes. I watched both of the films and I didn't even like The Hunchback. I actually did a video, like a review, and I was watching the movie and I was appalled with what Disney had done with this movie. I thought like, what are you doing, Disney? Cannot even believe either of these films exist. I can't. There's a live action Lilo and Stitch coming out, which I have no comment for because I'm not even a fan of the original. Finally coming out to the biggest controversial live action release to this year, The Little Mermaid. There was a casting announcement for who's playing Ariel. Some people are happy, some people are not. Disney has always believed greatly in diverse casting. With that said, they have cast Halle Bailey as Ariel. Not Halle Berry, it sounds similar, really similar. Halle Bailey as Ariel. I watched a video of her singing, and she can sing. That's not what I'm mad about. Here's what she looks like. I'm sure you guys have heard this announcement too. I'm sure you can see between original Ariel and her the biggest change in this casting. I personally just don't feel it's Disney being authentic or paying the respect to the original character. I understand diverse casting, but we don't need to like constantly do that. You guys are gonna kill me in the comments. I personally appreciate authenticity, so the fact that she does not look like the original Ariel, that bugs me. I will respect this casting. I'm just not gonna watch the movie. I wanted to, but I'm not going to if she's being Ariel. She's just not who I pictured to be Ariel. My freaking gosh, what a spiel that was. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this has been a really long video. It's basically making up for the past 3 weeks of no video. Please let me know all your crazy thoughts about everything I talked about in the comments. Make sure to also catch the new Disney live action Lion King hitting theaters this Friday on July 19th. Please make sure to also follow me on Instagram. My handle is in the down bar. And for any business inquiries, you can email me. All that information is in the down bar as usual. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely magical day, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you all. Bye, guys.